welcome back. Welcome everyone. This is, what a way to be back. This is our first podcast. With me hapa niko na Sasha Mongeli. So, strongest player in Africa. Yeah, you're the obvious at this point. So this is our first episode. Tunaanza just calmly, then we'll see what goes on from here. But yeah, this is our first episode. How excited are you? Unafilaje? What's going on? Unafilaje? How are you feeling about the podcast going online?
Actually, I don't know. This is my first podcast, and yeah, can't wait to see the final outcome of it.
Okay. So as we were recording this, but some a few days prior, there was some very sad um, news that Howie Kaloki has passed on. Now, this was of course, a difficult moment for everyone at large. But what do you remember of Howie? Like, uh, you know, how was he to you? Like, who did you see him as? Like, who was Howie in general?
Howie, I, I don't think I knew much about Howie, but all I remember is we used to meet in tournaments, say hi to each other. We actually played two games against each other.
Yeah,
He
and
beat me, so I used to tell him that the next game we'll play, I'll have to beat him. And he used to tell me that he's waiting for that for his dad win.
yeah, and the funniest thing, like way back we were discussing about Howie with you. Like there's I think a game you played then lost to him in one of the tournaments. Alafu for the next time we'll go very prepared to play like mainline theory, and trying to beat him along those lines. So in general, I think Howie was one of the most knowledgeable chess players we have around. In terms of just chess wise, yeah, chess knowledge. His chess knowledge was very very deep. As an example, I played I played him early this year in Eldoret Open. I think it was round 4 or something like this, maybe round 4 or 5. Um, the line we played, like one of these Sicilians, and generally when you're playing, you don't uh, ever, when you win a game, most of the time you don't even analyze them. You just go straight to the losses. Alafu you're analyzing where you went wrong, and so on and so on. So when I was playing Howie alikuwa after the game, he told me it just took probably 2 minutes to prepare for me, and he beat me mercilessly. The guy was under promoting bishops on the board and everything, so he was very knowledgeable. And the reason I mention it because many people think, Ama, you'd tend to think that someone who doesn't prepare much doesn't know what he's doing, Ama doesn't actually know what he's playing. But Mufil, it's the reverse, because when someone is very very well knowledgeable and like knows their lines very well, then they don't need much time to find something to play against you. So yeah, so that was my experience with him. He was a very good boy, and it's really really sad seeing uh, such a talent person, right?
Yeah, it's very sad
Mm,
considering he was supposed to go to for
yeah,
Olympiad
yeah,
in Samarkand.
yeah, Uzbekistan.
Yeah,
And P was, going with your sister, we know how they were close, Nazuri and everything. So actually missing such an opportunity where both you and your sibling have qualified for the national team. It's very difficult qualifying for the national team. I can tell you guys. Maybe Sasha will have a different experience on it, but it's very difficult. And seeing both you and your sibling qualified, it was a historic moment for chess in Kenya. And it would have been an amazing achievement for chess in Kenya in general, and also for both of them. But yeah, what a kid, brilliant, huh? Very very nice kid. Um,
yeah,
mm,
alafu alikuwa mchokozi.
yeah, a lot. I don't think there's anyone who has a conversation na Howie that ever ended without Howie, bantering you or something like this. Like he was very chappy and alikuwa anapenda kusumbua watu sana. Just
yeah.
sad.
Yes.
Yeah, so Sasha Mongeli, first woman international master in Kenya. How does it feel? How did it feel being the first WIM? Like when you realized it, Sasa uka realize like this, that okay, the tournament is done. I mean, we'll talk about the tournament as we go on, but once you realize that the tournament is done and I am now WIM, what was the feeling like?
I don't think I have enough words to express how I felt, but I'm glad that majority of players in Kenya were excited about the news and also setting a new bar and hoping that the kids will also work towards and past it. That's good for me.
The kids and also us. But jokes aside, I mean, okay, we'll definitely talk about the tournament in Botswana as we go on. But okay, for those who don't know who you are, like a very short introduction, like Sasha alianzia chess wapi? Well, how did you start playing chess? And yeah, kituka hiyo, like how was it? What did you start with? Like today is the day you started chess? Ama do you remember such moments? Ama for you it was just a gradual thing that one day will define, hey, I'm actually playing chess. Like how was it for you? Do you remember the day you started playing chess?
Actually, I don't remember the exact day, but I remember how I ended up playing chess. So when in high school, I used to hear people say that chess is for smart people. And I was like, but since I just wanted to try it and see what's the fuss about chess being for smart people. And then there's this particular day in campus. I'm on my way home with my friend, and then I see people playing chess. And then I'm like, I tap my friend, and then told him that, Aki, naweza penda kucheza chess. And he was like, so you go over there. For me, I'm a shy person. I actually don't initiate conversations. And then he was like, okay, ngojea hapa. And so he went. He was like, how does one join chess? They told him, and then he said, actually, she's the one who wants to join. And then I went. They added me in the group, and then I believe some people know WFM Nyarwai. She was the one who took an interest, and since she was looking for female players, she kept on asking me to come and play. She always texted, called so that I can come and practice. So in a way, she was the one who taught me how to move the pieces. Yeah, that's how I started playing chess, but I wasn't playing it to become a great player. I just wanted to know how to learn and move to something else. I really wanted table tennis.
Thank God you never got to try table tennis. But I mean, you've mentioned Joyce Nyaro. I think her impact in Kenyan chess is underrated. And I mean, one day we'll invite her, of course, and we'll always have conversations with her. But I feel like she's one of the people who, okay, from what I understand, one of the people who helped you, or rather motivated you, to use a better word, to become who you are today. Because most of your growth in chess was just to beat Joyce. Was it not? Oh, this is groundbreaking news.
Yeah, so I met Joyce in Tuk. She was already a good player. In 2016, she went for Olympiad in Baku. So when I joined chess, I just came and found that she has these great stories about her, how great she is. And for me, I just wanted to be like her, play chess and be like her, and maybe beat her one day.
Hopefully, I mean, if we go back, like way back from now, maybe 10 or so years, the games you've played with Joyce are uncountable. You guys have played like almost 50
wow, yeah,
games. I think maybe 50 games in a year. No, not in a year, basically, but I think between you two, you have maybe like 70 games. or something like
Yeah,
this?
we have played so many games, both in tournaments and also during training games. We used to play for Took, so we used to play training games together. And she always wanted to beat me so badly. Even she wouldn't accept a draw.
Positions are drawn, but
Yeah, she's like, play on.
And I think for everyone who knows her, Ama has interacted with Joyce, you know, Joyce doesn't take draws unless you ni ile like umemnyonga ile umechukua hii draw na lazima, like she doesn't
It's
take
true.
draws
With
at all.
Joyce,
You have to fight.
a draw is not a score. Because I remember this particular time. I think it was like that tournament I went for. So I had finished my game. I was waiting for Joyce so that we can go home. And then I'm seated there. It's a rook, king, rook, king. And then I'm like, this is a draw. What is Joyce
is Joyce
doing?
still
And then
playing?
the opponent is so mad that Joyce is playing on. And then I just turned to look this side. When I'm looking at the board, Joyce is winning.
There's a handshake.
Yeah,
Joyce has
I don't
already won.
understand how she did it, but that amazed me.
Yeah,
That was something else.
I mean, she has a fascinating story as well, and probably she'll be next on the pod. But okay, let's talk more about you. So you've played in Took. You guys have played a couple of tournaments together as a group. I mean, the group had, I think, Frank Mishuki and Chris. Then it also had Lennox.
Yeah,
You were
Berita,
there.
Cynthia.
Yeah, Cynthia. This was a very, very strong team, and most of you guys went on to become, I mean, national team players, especially the ladies.
Yeah.
And due to your coach as well. I mean, the coach was
So
very influential.
Actually, Andio is the one who made me play chess professionally. Because I remember Masese, he was the captain. He requested Andio to teach me how to play chess. And then Andio was a bit skeptical about it because he was like, beginner, doesn't know how to play. He doesn't see how we can do this work.
But yeah, he's been very influential. I think since probably 2016 or 2018 till date, there has been at least 3 players who he personally coached, at least in the ladies national team. He personally brought up. So his influence also on your journey has been memorable. I'd say.
Andio has had a positive influence in my chess, and he's one of those guys who have always like, I believe a woman can beat a man. So he is always like, Sasha, huwezi niambia hawa wanaume ni wa strong sana, huwezi wapiga. So he instilled that
fight and belief that you can actually
I can compete against men and actually do good.
Okay, now that you've mentioned this stigma that most people have, that women cannot do what men do, or like women cannot compete with men, and so on and so on. What is your personal standpoint on this discussion? Like, what do you personally believe as a philosophy, as your general philosophy about this discussion?
Yeah, I believe women can become like very strong players and compete against men. But the biggest challenge is now it comes from the men themselves. They're always like, "Dema isn't piga." Even someone who started just 6 months and they play against a lady, they're like, Udema isn't piga.
And I can attest to that because when I was starting chess, my first ever tournament was at Village Market. I think this was in 2021 or thereabout. It was in Village Market. It was the Village Market Open. I think it was organized by Prox Chess Club with Titus Kirega. And when I was playing, first when I came into chess, I was very, very, very passionate about it, and I thought I could actually beat everyone. And I didn't know there was a whole ecosystem of chess players in Kenya. So when I was coming in, I was very fresh, had no FIDE rating, and I didn't understand what FIDE ratings are, and I didn't respect anyone plainly. And now to come into the discussion we've just had, I played Elizabeth Cassidy. Back then she was 1100, like 1118 or something like this. And that was one of the most difficult games of my life. I think coming into chess and having such a game as one of your first games really changed my viewpoint and my standpoint on who chess players are. And I never had this gender distinctions that men can play chess and women can't, and so on and so on. Because Cassidy beat me in stylistic fashion. I mean, it was a brilliant game from her. And I remember going home. I mean, this time all my friends are coming. Back then I mean, see one of your friends are playing chess and you're like, to support and everything. So when they came, they found me being beaten by Cassidy. And on our way home, I couldn't even form sentences. That's how hard the tournament was for me. I mean, the game was for me. I was exhausted. I could not even form sentences in my mind. Like I was struggling to even like one was Mwega, do you want to eat something? I'm struggling to like get the words out. I was completely exhausted.
So you were getting banters for being beaten by a girl, and
A girl,
to
and
make it worse, a
8.
kid.
She was 8 at the time. I mean, I've prayed and prayed to play a tournament where she is since then, because I obviously want to get my league back. But we've never played since then, and I think, in my opinion, and I feel like this should also be the information that is being passed to the kids by the coaches, is that children, especially kids, should not be separated by gender. They should all, in fact, if I was the person making the decision, I believe they should all be playing in one category. I mean, boys and girls, so that they can at least get to experience. And this idea that there's a girl section, a lady section, and open section should just be done with. Because I feel like the more and more we do it with them together, the more we break this barrier. And we can see with talents like the English kid, I think from England, I can't remember the name, Bondana, something like this. We can always check, but yeah, you can see she's among the top players in Europe right now, and she's breaking records that were even set by Judith Polgar. So I also share the same belief, but I believe more that coaches should instill this ideologies to the kids. Yeah. So back to your story. You've played chess. I mean, you started, I think, in 2016. You've played chess for, I think, 2 years, and now you're playing at the Olympiad. How did this come about? How did Sasha come from being a complete beginner and always teaching how to move pawns to Sasha becoming an Olympiad?
Honestly, I can't explain. I don't know how.
Natural talent.
It was. I don't know. It was just something I did not expect. Let's just say I surprised myself, because I was like, wow, how did I do it? And then actually what happened is 2016 I started learning. I went for my first tournament. I got a 0. I lost all the games.
I mean, you could throw a rock at chess players, and whoever it hit has ever gotten a 0, especially in your first tournaments. At mine, the first one, I barely got a point. I think I only got like walkovers, something like this. Anyway.
And then the next tournament I went, I have this, you're attacking f7 with queen and bishop. So I'm supposed to use the queen, but guess what? I used my bishop. And when I use the queen, it's a checkmate. And then Coach Andrew is like, Sasha, why? He lacked actually words to say, because he couldn't understand.
How do you miss checkmate in one?
Yes. How do I use the bishop instead of the queen? And then in that tournament, it was more friendly. And then like this, the former Tuk's captain felt sorry for me, and then he decided to kind of allow me to win at least one game for motivation. So I got one win, but it was to encourage me.
Motivation.
Yes.
But I mean, that's surprising. Most chess players are very, I mean, I don't want to use the word sadistic, but no one would ever give you a free point. So congrats to that captain. Due to him, you're now among the top players in Africa, just
Yes.
because of that 1 point in that
Yeah,
zero point tournament.
he ensured that when I went home, I did not feel so bad.
And that you'd come tomorrow.
Yes. And yeah, I believe that's one of the reasons I stuck with chess. I met some nice people.
Yeah. Okay, so you're playing the Olympiad in Batumi was it in Batumi?
Yeah, my first Olympiad was in Batumi, 2018.
And surprise, first Olympiad in Batumi, Sasha Mongeli gets the Women's FIDE Master title. So, yeah, I was a beginner. Personally, I feel like Sasha used to play chess when she was young. Then she was this great prodigy. Then she acted like she didn't know how to play and came in. She's being taught how to move pawns. Then just one day she decided, okay, Sawa, okay, fun time is over. Let me now start winning tournaments. Because you're playing in Batumi. This is which board number are you playing?
I was playing board 5.
Board 5.
But before we get to there, so you see, so I was saying I started 2016, and then 2017 I'm playing my first nationals. So I'm going to nationals, and then I'm like, what? I can see like people who have played for so long, and then I'm telling myself, Sasha, all you need to do is just make sure you don't lose to those strong players. At least get a draw.
Draw somewhere.
Yeah, get a draw, and make sure you don't lose that much. Even getting 4 points is enough for you. Yeah, don't overthink. And then in that tournament, I actually surprised myself because I never lost any game. I drew with Joyce, but that's a story for another day about me and Joyce.
We'll game. Definitely have Joyce on the next episode. Then we're going to discuss all of these games.
So and then I drew with most of the strong players, and then I was playing against Jumba, and then we got this position where Jumba has a bishop and a pawn. I only have the king, but it's a bad bishop. So I'm there. I know it's a draw, and then I tell Jumba, draw. She's like, so I just relax, and my work is to move the king
back and forth.
Yeah, she was so mad that I drew with her that game. But I understand.
It's not an easy thing to accept, because I remember there's this game you keep reminding me about as well. Back in Mombasa Open, I have to win this game to win the tournament. And I mean, it's the most basic of understanding when you're playing chess, that when you have an outside pass pawn and A on H pawn, you should have the good bishop. Or if you're not having a bishop, you'd rather have the knight.
Yeah.
So that was a gust of wind. So forgive us if you hear any noises from the wind. It's just the wind saying hi.
Is it the wind or the rain?
The rain is here.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll continue. So as we were saying, sorry for the interruption by the rude wind. Yeah, I mean, you played your first nationals, and was it your first or maybe your second?
No, my first nationals.
It was your first nationals.
Yeah.
Jumba.
Yes, it was my first nationals in 2017, and then that's how I got a chance to play second phase, and then the final phase, and then qualified for the 2018 Olympiad.
And I think it's important to remind people that at this time you're still doing your undergrad.
Yeah, I was still in campus, busy calculating, doing some math.
Yeah, doing
pure and applied mathematics.
Pure and applied math. But I think the reason I'm mentioning it is because most people, I think, okay, I also started chess in uni, but most people don't imagine that you can do both your studies and chess at the same time. Because you find like most people usually say, oh, let me break this so that I can focus on this. Let me do this so that I can, some people end up not finishing school. Some people end up not doing their chess just to focus on school. And it's important to see from people like you. I mean, with the conversations, you might think Sasha is a superhuman, but she's just normal. And I think if you have the grit and the mentality for it, then it's possible to achieve both sides. I mean, Howie was also part of the exceptions, like you and so on and so on. But I still believe it's something that can happen. You can still focus on your studies and also do chess or pursue chess.
Yeah, it's possible to do that. You just need a plan
A
and make
good
it
plan,
work. Yeah.
Okay. So you're now playing your first Olympiad in 2018 in Batumi. You're playing. Was it okay when the list? Of course, the Olympiad has 4 boards, so it's board 1 till 4, and an extra member will be serving as the substitute for games. So did you go as the 4th or the 5th?
I was the substitute.
You are the substitute.
Yeah.
So she's coming in as the 5th person on the list. She's going to be switching maybe on board 4 mostly.
Only board 4.
Board 4. Because
yes.
actually, yeah, if you are the 5th person, you can never go to board 3.
Yeah, I was only playing on board 4.
Yeah, so only playing on board 4. And how was the tournament in general for you?
To start with, guys, this is my first time flying out of the country, so I'm excited. My parents are actually shocked. I'm traveling. They're still waiting for me to just to tell them when we are leaving so that they can believe the story. And then I get to Olympiad. Guys, there's so many chess players. So in my mind, I'm just telling myself, I have just 2 years of experience. We can do this.
Yeah. Rubbing shoulders with, players who started chess at 3.
Yes. So I was psyching myself up that we can do this. And then my first game, I saw dust.
Vumbi yenyewe.
I can't remember the player was from which country, but she was a strong player. And then we were playing. I look at the board. I'm seeing some kind of sack, and then I remember some comment from I don't know who. I don't even know where the comment came from. They say that women are afraid of sacrificing material. So I tell myself, she's not going to sacrifice
because she's a woman.
Yeah.
I mean, why will she? I mean, we're both women. We all understand that you can never sacrifice your pieces.
but that was the wrong mentality.
Course,
yeah. So and then I make my move, and then she's sacrificing, and then I'm like, what? Okay, she did it, and it actually works. Yeah, so I lost my game badly, and that was a U-turn for me. I think I just changed my mind. My mentality changed, and then for the rest of the 7 games, I did so well. I won all of them, got my WFM title, and then with the title, you see, when I came to chess, Joyce was way ahead of me. So I'm in Olympiad, and I'm telling myself.
So at this time, Joyce already had her woman's candidate master title.
She
already had it. Yeah?
Yes. Okay. So I'm looking at the list of Kenyan players. I can see who has the titles. And I tell myself, I look at how long it took them. And then I tell myself that
okay, I'm expecting also maybe 4 or 5 years.
I have 6 years to get something like a title. But anyway, if I play chess for that long, okay, I might get it.
Yeah.
And then Olympiad, after I'm done, I hear that I'm going to get a title because of a good score. That was another surprise. I surprised myself.
Okay.
I think I had very small expectations, but
you always surprised yourself.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, if you always have low expectations of yourself, I'd advise you put your expectations at the sun, so that you can probably go to another galaxy.
Yes, I should do that because I keep on surpassing every small expectations I have.
Anyway, so you've played Batumi, you got your women's FIDE master title. This was in 2018.
Yeah.
Then you went on to play chess for until now, of course. But my main question, I think, was okay, at this point, maybe 2018, 2019, you're finishing your undergrad. What made you pursue chess professionally and not do or go path studies or something like this? So what was the turning point, and what made you actually believe that you could do chess as a profession?
I wasn't planning on doing chess as a profession. I really wanted to go ahead and pursue studies. Yeah, I wanted to become a mathematician, do some research, discover new things. Yeah, but I would say chess, I just found myself there because life situations. Corona came. That's when I finished school, and then the only thing I could focus on was chess. And then consistent performance, winning tournaments. I
Mhm.
just found myself life threw
Doing it.
me.
Yeah. Okay. That's really surprising, because most people, I mean, the general idea or the general knowledge, I mean, if like, I constantly have fights with my parents uh, of pursuing, like, they don't believe that chess can be pursued as a profession or as a career. But seeing players like you, I mean, this is coming from like somewhere genuine, like really really genuine. Seeing players like you ahead of us, and it really motivates some of us to keep doing chess, even if I mean, it's not something that you have to do 100%. You can always supplement chess with something else, like famous people and players like Mehul. I think Mehul also, in one of the interviews I read, also has a job and is still one of the top players in Kenya, and he has been for the longest. So I believe it's also something you can do 50-50, maybe 60-40. I mean, you can always find a plan and find a way of handling both your career and 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 your profession in chess. And I think seeing players like this, it's always a motivation for some of us. So yeah, so you've played your Olympiad in 2018. I mean, you've never missed an Olympiad since then. Congratulations. And over the years, you've won countless tournaments. I don't think you even remember some of the tournaments you've won. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
some of the
don't
trophies
remember.
you even lost them. So
Yeah, I don't remember
you've had an
some.
illustrious career, right? Very beautiful career until now. What has kept you going? What has motivated you to have such an important, such a top career? What kept you going, other than the wins, of course? Uh-huh.
If I look back
Mhm.
and see why I stuck with chess, because table tennis was where my heart was. Chess was just something I wanted to see how it works and then pass by.
Mm-hmm.
But when chess is more of, you always learn something new each time,
Each time,
and
yeah.
I'm a curious person,
Mm-hmm.
and I hate redoing things over and over the same way. So for
Mm.
chess, you get to
Different
you do
things.
chess, but always in a different way. You
Mm.
play this game, but next game you play,
It's
it's totally
completely
different. So you,
different. Yeah.
you always find something new
New
with
every day.
chess,
Yeah.
and that has made me like want always to learn something. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that's the main reason.
Okay. Okay. So I mean, if I could just have like half of your career, just like half of your tournaments, that would be enough, for me. So up until now, is this the same motivation that you have for your future, that you're still learning something new every day? Or is it like, what is motivating you for tomorrow? What is making you want to continue playing chess tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, and so on and so on?
The first one, yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's learning something new every
Every
day.
day. So the natural curiosity is still pushing you.
Yeah, it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone ever gets tired of chess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even in
Once you
your old
start,
age, you'll be there.
actually,
I
once you
think at
start,
90,
it's
I'll
over.
still be
Playing
walking.
chess
Yes,
to the playing hall with a walking stick.
with an 8-year-old, and then they'll be like, famous
Yeah.
Sasha.
I mean, once you start, actually, for the people who don't play chess, or people who are encountering this podcast for their first time and they've never played chess and they're trying to understand, once you start this thing, you never stop. It's
Yeah,
difficult to
it's
stop.
hard to stop playing chess.
Yeah. Anyway, so you've had a very very good career until now, and I mean, how I came to meet you, when I was coming into chess, was during the 2022 Olympiad. I think this was the one in Chennai. Was it in 2022?
Yeah,
Okay, so
India.
yeah, 2022 in India. One of your favorite Olympiads.
Yeah, it is.
So
Yes,
it
that's my
was,
favorite
yeah,
Olympiad.
it was a great Olympiad. And when I was coming into chess, this was the first event that I got to watch or to actually follow closely, because most of my life I never knew that there's actually chess players in Kenya. So I started playing chess like just for fun in 2020, just knowing how to arrange a chessboard. Then I watch a video here, a video there. Then I discovered I have the also the curiosity and the passion for it, and I've been playing ever since. So 2020 till 2022, I never knew of anything regarding chess in Kenya. So when I'm just coming in into, I mean, tournaments and so on and so on, uh, I came upon the Olympiad, the broadcast of the Olympiad. And at that time, I think it's also important to mention the woman candidate master, Julie Mutisia, was also in our school. So we were also personally following it because of her. And I think that the team had you, Joyce, Cynthia, Julie, and Madelta.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the ladies' team. I think the men's team had, these are old
Robert.
guys. These are Robert is the only person still.
No, Martin.
And Magana.
Martin was there.
Martin Joroge was there. Robert, at that time, I think he was 16 or 17.
Yeah, around that age.
And Ben Magana, I think he was also there. And Ben Magana has been, I mean,
but Magana was there as a coach.
Magana was coaching?
Yes, it was Ngoko.
Ben Ngoku.
And then Githinji.
Hinga.
And I think Mukoko.
Isaac Mukoko, yeah. That guy is actually very strong, yeah, blitz-wise, but he's not playing chess anymore. Most of these guys actually retired from chess, like Githinji Hinga and so on and so on. But okay, so I came upon this broadcast, and as I'm watching the broadcast, I see this two players stood out to me immediately. Okay, three: Ben Goku, Martin Joroge, and Sasha. Okay, Joyce was for all the wrong reasons, and I believe, okay, she'll explain herself later on why she was playing on board 4. And to me, it was very, I mean, I saw it as an insult. I was like, how can such a strong player play on board 4 when Sasha is suffering on board 1? You know, that was my thinking at the time, because at the time, Joyce, I believed, was stronger than you.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. So in my thinking, I thought Joyce is definitely stronger than Sasha. Why is she on board 4 and why is Sasha on board 1? You know, and Sasha is playing all the games. So it stood out to me, or you stood out to me, because you played like you know, when I was coming in, there's this fear of playing games and fearing strong players and so on. But to me, you never had that. So to you, it was like, you know, Sasha's playing the top players, and she's not even. Okay, I don't know if you were complaining at the time to your coach.
No, I was not. I wanted to play Boduan.
Yeah, you see, so you stood out to me because of this, and all along, I believe you've had this motivation to always play strong players and always challenge, you know, this status quo and people who think that these things are meant for them and only them. You've always wanted to challenge them and put yourself on that level. And also in the open section, I mean, Ben Guku was losing almost every game, but what made me happy about him was that he was not quitting, you know.
Yeah, kept playing. It's a team event. You have to show up for your team. You have to. You don't have an option to quit. You know, individual event, you might lose like 4 games in a row, and then you decide, well, okay, today it's not working. Yeah, let me just go and compose myself. For team, you just have to show up for your team. You have to.
You have to show up. Okay, so this was Chennai. So that's true to me. And when you guys came back, I used to see you at tournaments, and I think the first time we spoke was when you had your 9 out of 9 famous nationals. This was in
2023.
Yeah, 2023. I think it was the first time we ever spoke. And okay, first of all, what a tournament. 9 out of 9. I mean, you had won the tournament the day before, but you still came the next morning to beat Ether. And
sorry, I mean, Ether, I had to.
I think most people would finish like, if it were me, I've won the tournament in round 8. I'm not even coming the next morning, you know. But Sasha still came and you won the final game. So how was that tournament for you?
So just before I answer that question, 2022, the Olympiad was, our team was great. Best team ever. Madelta did her part.
Yeah.
Cynthia.
Yeah, Cynthia actually beat
yes,
was
Cynthia.
it a WGM?
I'm not sure
Or
if
was
it's, but she was I think 21.
22 something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Very
was
I mean, the game was featured on Gotham Chess, so you can imagine. One of
yeah,
the
we were
upsets
very
of the
happy for
tournament.
Cynthia. That was impressive.
Yeah, that was a very good tournament.
Yes, and Joyce, Joyce did a fantastic job.
On
She,
board four.
yes,
Yeah, I think. Okay.
she made sure the team always had a point.
On
That
board four.
was
Yeah. Okay, so
and
sorry for interrupting you one more time, but just to apologize to Joyce. Because what she did on board 4 was actually really good. And I later on understood it as team strategy. And now even as a captain, I use it a lot on my teams. But yeah, you can go on. Sorry, Joyce. I understood what you did there.
yeah, and Julie, it was Julie's first Olympiad, and she was. I'm not sure. I think she wasn't that confident, but she also did her part. And wherever she felt a bit shaky, she used to talk about it because it helped us come up with a better strategy every time. So I believe yes, and we won gold. Yeah, in our category.
Yeah, that is really good.
That's why it's one of my best tournaments because we won gold.
That's impressive. Actually, most people tend to forget that you guys actually won gold in that tournament. Yeah, I think it's one of those achievements that most people never remember or never talk about. I think we don't do ourselves justice by not documenting these achievements better, because
yes, it was where we did as a team we performed so well, but never. Yeah, I actually never got to hear about it that much
at all. Actually, not even that. I'm pretty sure there are people who are listening to the podcast right now hearing this for the first time. Like they never knew the Olympiad team has ever gotten a gold at the Olympiad, you know. But I think another thing about that Olympiad that never gets mentioned is Martin's performance.
Oh yeah, he did.
I mean,
he got an FM title on condition.
Conditional FM title.
Yes.
Martin tore through the tournament. Like 10 out of 11 was the score.
I'm not sure about the score, but all I know he did extremely well.
Yeah, he performed. That was the best performance I've ever seen abroad from a Kenyan player. Well, okay, that and another that we'll discuss. but yeah, that was a brilliant tournament. I think the Chennai Olympiad is an Olympiad that should be discussed more, and I think people should document it better and more conversations about it, and we'll invite many people who played in that Olympiad to the pod, and we'll speak all about it. But yeah, so we've done with the Olympiad. We're coming into the Nationals 2023. 9 out of 9. So, at what point did you think that you are actually going to win this tournament? And did you ever believed or thought that you'd actually do 9 out of 9?
Yeah, I did. So what happened is in, I believe it's 2022, Joyce was the one who won the Nationals. And by the way, in 2021.
It was in 2021?
Yes.
This Nationals?
Hit. Yeah, 2021.
Okay.
Ndio nilipata 9 out of 9, si 2023.
Not 2023.
Juu 2023 ni Riara. Ni Riara ama bado ni hiyo place ya Kanjo? Riara ni 2024.
I'm not taking out this part.
Quite serious.
It's okay, you can still talk. So
yeah, it is 2021. It's not 2023. Although I also won in 2023.
okay, so
yeah. So for 2021, so what happened is in 2019, we were playing nationals, and then the last round, I'm playing against Lucy, and the one who wins the game wins the tournament. So I'm playing black.
Wow, that's tough. Final round, you're playing black, and the person who wins the game wins the tournament.
Yes.
I think, but I feel like I will ask you, of course, about your mentality going through the game, or your game strategy. But in such a situation, I'd actually prefer playing black than white. I don't know. Maybe for other people it's different, but if it were me in your situation, I'd prefer black because I'm going all out. I mean, you're playing white, you're like, I'm supposed to be winning, I'm supposed to do this, but if you're playing black, you only have one mindset.
Yeah.
You're going to take it to your opponent.
I was playing black, but I don't think I had an issue with it. I really wanted to win.
Yeah.
So I was okay playing black. All I knew was when the game ends, I'm the winner.
Yeah.
And now during the game, I ended up making a blunder. I actually even did not see it. And then Panchol comes later on. He tells me that, Sasha, you had a winning move. Some pawn move. Apparently, back then, I did not notice pawns can move.
I'm glad you got to learn this later on. It has been important.
Yeah, and losing that game was very painful for me. And so when we were playing 2021, all I wanted was win, because I got very close to winning, and 2019 made me believe that I can actually do it. Yeah, and then came 2021.
And okay, the reason we're not mentioning 2020 is because it was a COVID year, and I don't think there was nationals in that year.
Yeah, there are no nationals.
Okay. So this is 2021. You're now playing.
Man, a confused event, Mwega.
I don't think so. 2023.
Martin aliwin tournament lini? See 2021.
Yeah.
Basi see 2021, 2023. Yeah. Then I was right about it.
Yes, it's 2023 because I wasn't in chess in 2021, and I remember being with you at the tournament because I think 9 out of 9 was 2023.
Yeah, in 2023.
Then 2021, God knows. I think
2021
Martin won.
2021 ilikuwa Luke Hotel. Yeah, yes, and I had to do playoffs versus Triza.
And yeah, you won against Triza the playoffs, and you won your. Is this now your
No, Triza beat me in the main tournament, and then lucky for me, we had playoffs, equal points, and then I had to beat her. I won my both rapid games, and that's how I became the national champion in 2021. Yeah, for the outstanding performance. Yeah, yes, it was 2023, not 2021.
Yeah. So this is, I mean, brilliant, and
yeah. So for 2023, you were asking about how
your mentality, like did you get to a point and believed actually I might win this tournament?
So what happened is this. In 2022 we had nationals, and then I started off well, and I don't know what happened in the middle of the tournament. I just started playing. My game went, I don't know what happened. I just started playing badly.
Yeah.
I lost the game to my Delta, and then again it's Joyce. Joyce made a bad sacrifice, and then guess what Sasha does?
Sasha remembered that ladies cannot sacrifice material.
No, this was different. By then I was sure women can sacrifice
material.
Yes. So for this one was more of pins. So there was this pin, and I did not see it. And Joyce ends up checkmating me. I was so mad about the game. So I think one of the reasons why I performed well in 2023 was I went and fixed the mistakes of 2022, and 2023 was more of, Sasha, just go do your best. Don't repeat the same mistakes. Don't overthink about like winning. Just make sure when you're losing, you can see to yourself and be like, wow, I played my best, and then this person outplayed me.
Yeah. Question. You've just said something that I feel is important, especially for upcoming players. You've said that for this tournament, at least what you're telling yourself was, don't focus too much on winning, but you still wanted to win. So yes. How do you come with the distinction? How do you say, okay, Hapa, like, where is this line that you draw? Because for many players, they believe if they think that they are going to win, they're being overconfident. And if they tell themselves don't focus on winning, maybe they feel like they're not motivated enough to win. So how do you come up with a balance?
It's more of just pick something and focus on it. Don't think about the results. So it's more of I'm playing this game, so what am I going to do in this game? And when you're thinking about it, it's not about I'm going to win this game. No, it's more of I'm going to
have a
play.
good game.
I've prepared, so I'm going to play my opening well. I'm going to do my calculation well, play the end game well. So it has nothing to do with the final outcome, because your opponent could also play well.
Okay.
Does that mean if the draw is there, you'll reject the draw because you really wanted to win? No,
Yeah.
it's more of, did you do the things you told yourself you're going to do in this game? So if you did all of them, then that's a win for you. That counts as a win for you.
Okay, that's really insightful and really important, because this is also something I struggled with for time. I mean, even just recently, I think 2 years back in Chireka, I used to struggle with that idea of winning, many like the number of times I've lost one positions, like this is a position I should be winning, the number of times I've lost them, I can't even count. Now I'd reached breaking point. I think what also helped me was realizing that the win is not that important. What's important is, did I play a good game? Did I convert my game? If I had a good position, did I convert it? If I had a bad position, did I manage to defend really well? And if you focus on these small improvements rather than focusing on the result, then everything else just comes naturally. Yeah. Anyway, 2023. This was when you were playing. This was the 9 out of 9.
Yes, 9 out of 9.
2024 was now at Makini.
Yeah, Makini.
So 2024. So 2023, I think, was the first time I met you in 2023. We, I got to watch plenty of your games, and I got fascinated with the way you play, and I felt like we had similar playing styles. But okay, I'm not sure what goes on in your mind when you play, but I used to feel like I have the same playing style as you, only that mine is a little bit more aggressive. Like, it's positional but more aggressive, and I felt like I play more like, or I try to emulate Karpov, Caruana, Magnus. And if at the time I was watching your games and I was encountering your games, I felt like you played like Petrosian, very defensive and very solid. Like, you're not losing this game. Then, if an opportunity comes, you'll win. So I felt like that was a distinction between our styles, but I felt very similar, and I started following your games since then. And here comes 2024. We're playing nationals. You had a
24, we went for Olympiad in
there's another
Hungary.
Olympiad.
Yes.
I mean, there's been so many Olympiads.
Yeah.
I even lose track of some of them.
Hungary didn't go well for us.
Okay, what happened in Hungary?
First of all, 2 of our players did not get a visa.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yes, so we had visa problems. That's one. And then the second one.
So they it's not that they didn't play. Actually, they arrived, but they arrived really late.
Yeah, we missed some rounds.
Okay, yeah. And you couldn't play a round without 4 players.
Yes.
Okay.
Problem number 2 was there was no
cohesion within the team.
Yeah, I felt like it was not there.
Everyone was very individual, and
yes, there was something missing. Something was missing. Yeah, but we did not do well in Hungary. Though we enjoyed walking around Hungary. Yeah, Hungary was fun.
It was a nice country. Well, it was fun except for the chess. But you've mentioned something about the team not having enough cohesion, and I feel like it's very unnatural for chess to be played with teams. And the team not having cohesion is, in my opinion, the natural state of the team. Because chess is a very individual sport. I mean, these people you have on the team are your rivals back home. Because you guys finished top 5 in the tournament that made you qualify to go play the Olympiad. So you guys generally are rivals. So it's very difficult, and it takes a lot of togetherness, or maybe probably a very good coach or maybe an approach before the tournament so that you guys can come together and play as a team? Because in general, and I think with the league and everything, we have improved. Kenya's improved in playing as a team over the years because now the league is one of our main tournaments in the year. It's a very prestigious circuit. But I feel like that is what has helped improve because chess, in its most basic of terms, is an individual sport. I play you, right? Even as a team, no one is helping me play you.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was the most natural of ways, and I felt like something maybe could have gone better before the Olympiad in Hungary, so that you guys could have played better together.
Yeah, for playing chess in a team is, as you said, chess is more of an individual sport.
Mhm.
But again, when you're playing in a team, there has to be that. Yeah, it has to be there. I don't know how it comes about, but I think training together, playing some games together before the event makes the team
stronger.
Yes,
Because you need to. Sorry, because you need to, like, let's say Sasha is playing on board 4. I look at her position. I should know already, even if it's an equal position, I should know how you're feeling about your position. And this I cannot know if we were not together and we haven't played many games as a team. I should know how you feel so that I know what to do on mine or things like this. At least this is what we do at our team.
Yes, I believe there should be something like that because I remember actually in India, the 2022 Olympiad, I remember this particular tournament, like game match. We were playing versus Nigeria, and then Joyce had won her game, and now Nigeria is leading with. Is it? We had lost one game, so we are both at equal points. So it's no, they were leading with 2 points, and we had one. So if my game ends in a draw, they win the match. If I win, we draw. So I'm playing. I've started well, won a pawn. Sasha is excited that she's winning this game, and then I push the pawn. Then the opponent captures it. I get in shock because I can't believe it was a free pawn. I gave her a free pawn. I was shocked.
She just gave away a pawn.
Yes.
And the shock, like, it was free. And I was pushing, I didn't think it was free. What do you mean it's free? Yeah.
So we are behind in 1 point. So I'm there telling myself, Sasha, you just played well, and then you gave away the win. So I told myself that I played well. Like, I started well. There's no way this game I'm losing. If we have to get out of here tomorrow morning, let's do it. But I'm playing. I'm winning this game. I don't care how. I just want to win this game. So I did that, and we played. I think we reached 120 moves. And then people, yes, okay. And then people are walking around. They're still wondering, what are these guys doing? Because it's bishop, queen. And then I'm still fighting. I don't even have an extra pawn anymore, but they're still fighting.
At this point, have you equalized your pawns? Like, are you now equal pawns, or you're still down a pawn?
I wasn't down a pawn.
Oh, you were up a pawn.
Yes, I was up a pawn.
Then you gave it away.
It was a pass pawn, yes. And then I gave it away just for nothing. Nothing. So we are equal pawns. I'm there just telling myself I have to win this game. I don't care how it happens, but I just know I need to win this game.
Win it. Yeah.
Yes, we play. My opponents is getting frustrated because the game it's a draw. Everything is locked. We're actually playing only on the king side. Everything is locked, but I have more space. Yes, and then she ended up blundering. I won the game for my team. That's how we ended up drawing with Nigeria. So for that one, even though it was individual, I was so focused on getting a draw for the team, rather than winning the game for myself. It was, there's no way. I started well. For my team, I have to win this.
Of course, there's no way you're giving it.
Yeah, and it was more of that. Also, there's so many, like during 2022 was different because how we played in the games, it felt more teamly than individual. It was more of a teamly play than individual.
And do you think, now mentioning back that you had started playing chess with Cynthia and Joyce and Madelt and Julie, do you think that 2022 was better and more teamly because all of you came from one group? You guys started chess. Okay, different times, but you guys train together and play together for a very long time. Do you think this was a factor? Because in Hungary, you had players from Lighthouse, you had players from different clubs, and back in Chennai, all of you guys were under the same sort of umbrella, and you guys started chess at the same time. Okay, or played at least at the same time.
Yeah, I think it had an impact because all of us, actually, Andio had trained all of us. We were students of the same coach.
Yeah.
So, in a way, and then he was also the coach.
Yeah, of the national team.
Yeah, so I feel in a way it did. That's the reason why we did so well, because we already had some, I would say, bond,
Yeah.
but
You're already close enough.
yeah,
Okay.
it clicked. We clicked.
Yeah. And okay, I want us to also speak about the Nationals 2024, because that was one of your most nervy nationals that you've ever played. I don't think maybe the Teresa one, but that one at least you had motivation to beat her, like revenge or some sort of vengeance. But for 2024, you're playing two of your friends in a round robin playoffs. So take us through the tournament.
2025.
No,
round robin.
2025 was last year. Oh, last year was 2026. Yeah, the round robin one was 2025. So 2024 was
2024 was Makini.
It was still at Makini. We did Makini twice.
Yes, we did Makini twice.
Okay.
So it was the normal way you play.
No, we didn't do Makini twice.
We did Makini twice.
Are you sure?
But 2024 was in Makini.
So have I missed a nationals? Because
I don't think you have.
Then I've not played at Makini twice. I've only played once.
Then it was once, and then is it that place in town? It was twice. It was 2022 and 2023. And then 2024 Makini.
Okay.
So for Makini, it was where I lost the last round, Julie lost the last round, and then we ended up tying 4 people, and we had to do a playoff.
Playoffs between,
yes.
Was it between the 4 of you? Because I can only remember.
Actually, the 4 of us. A playoff between the 4 of us.
You?
It was me, Madelta, Jumba, and Julie.
Jumba was part of the playoffs.
Yes.
We tend to forget her. I think after 2 rounds, Jumba was already out of it. That's why people don't remember.
Yeah, but
she lost 2 very quick games.
Yes, she got her mojo back, won, and then ended up actually tying first. And Jumba is one of the, how do I say it? She has been consistent. She has played chess for so long.
A very long time.
Yes, and she has always performed well.
Yeah.
She
is a motivation.
She inspires me to continue playing chess.
Yeah.
Yes, and actually continue becoming stronger and stronger.
And she's also a very nice person.
Yeah, and then I've learned a lot from her. Hey, Jumba has beaten me. Thanks, Jumba, for the lessons.
Anyway, so this I think is a good point to stop the part 1. We're also going to follow it up very closely with the second part, where we'll be speaking about the nationals after that. You going on to becoming the first Kenyan women international master. And we'll also talk about Zone 4.4, the Africa Amateurs, and so on and so on. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned. Remember to like this and subscribe and share it with your friends. This is the first episode of our podcast. We're recording it somewhere in the wild. But hopefully there'll be many more, and we'll have many guests. We're thinking of inviting almost anyone, including Ben Magana, and also going all the way outside chess. So this will not just be a chess-based podcast. But Sasha Mongeli, thank you for being part of this. It's going to be an exciting journey.
Thank you, Coach Mwega.
But this I think should be a good point to stop. Remember to like, subscribe, and wait for part 2.